Hello, family. I'm back with another one. So, today's topic is patience. How do we understand this concept of patience so that we apply it well in manifesting our dream life? Because it can be misunderstood, but also it's not exactly a concept that you understand by just talking about it. It's a practical thing, so you have to understand it in practice. So, let's talk about patience in depth. Let's talk about what patience is and what patience is not. Okay, let's begin. Patience. Patience is one of those topics that you can't exactly explain and talk about. I mean, I can try and put into words what patience is, but you will only begin to truly understand the depth of this concept the moment you start to practice it. Because it's one of those practical things that you have to do. You can't exactly talk about it, you have to do it. And oftentimes we mistaken patience for something passive, like, oh, I just sit and do nothing. But there is a thin line between patience and neglect. Um, Between patience and passivity. Very, very thin line. I learned patience in 2020 during lockdown. We had a garden. My mom and I started a garden, so I germinated some seedlings, put some water in them, put them in a pot plant. And every day I would come and say, well, this thing is not growing. This thing is not growing. Okay, and then 1 week later, I came back and I'm like, it's so small, it's taking so long. And then I was like I had a light bulb moment, like, oh, that's what it is. But I had to be consistent in watering this little seedling for it to grow. There was nothing passive about that. I had to actively apply myself and um, water it. So, in making your dreams come true, patience is the same way. I can't just sit and just say, well, I'm being patient and not post and think um, that my channel would ever grow, but I'm not posting. Do you understand? Like the activity, the consistency of me posting is me pouring water into this tree, this online uh, seedling that I'm growing here. So yeah, patience is something that you have to practice in order to understand. Do the same. Plant a seed and see just how much you have to apply yourself in making that little seedling to grow, um, to germinate, to sprout, and then to bloom. You constantly have to apply, 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 apply. And the result is something that comes inevitably with time. And in understanding patience, that's also how you'll understand the fact that there's only so much that you can do in terms of trying to speed things up, in terms of applying yourself, in terms of action, until you kind of just have to let life do its thing, life take its course, until you have to let God, until you have to let time do its thing. But that doesn't mean you have to stop applying yourself and just let the miracle fall out of the sky. If I stopped watering that plant, it would have stopped growing too. And also, patience can be tricky in that for people who are moving fast and they already have momentum in what they're doing, patience may sometimes feel like you're slowing down and you're wasting your time. Why am I waiting? And for people who are waiting, sometimes um, we do tend to use patience as an excuse of wasting time. Oh, you have to be patient. You have to sort of know when to apply and how much to apply. patience. Otherwise, you do waste time. Otherwise, you wait too long. Otherwise, you move so fast that you rush things and you miss the whole thing altogether. Or you mess it up sometimes. It happens, right? If you're cooking and you turn up the heat too much because you can't practice a little patience. Sometimes your food might burn. That's not nice. But when you practice patience, yeah, the food just tastes nice. But you can't take patience out of the equation. That's like trying to take time out of the equation of making your dreams come true. You know what I've also realized is sometimes people can use patience as an excuse. Oh, be patient, but really you're just hiding behind patience and using patience as a shield to hide the fact that you are scared to make the next move, to take the next step. That happens. And so we stall and wait long past the time of action, right? Accelerator, brake, accelerator, brake. But that doesn't mean the car is parked. There's a difference. You can still be in motion, but still use both accelerator, brake, but the car is still humming, it's still on, it's still in motion. All right, so yeah, that's just how life goes. What's that? Oh, okay. I got a message on my phone. So please be careful not to hide behind patience. I am being patient. No, you need to know when it's time to move and apply yourself and get into action. Remember, patience does not mean there is no action that is being taken at all. No. Apply patience the same way you would apply accelerator brake. You have to know when to apply yourself and when to be active, because patience is not passivity. It's not you doing nothing. There is still work that needs to be done in the process of you waiting for what it is that you are manifesting, whatever dream that you're making come true. You still need to apply yourself in certain ways to make sure that that dream comes true. Patience does not equal to passivity. No. It just means you understanding that things take time. Information takes time for you to absorb it and know how to apply it. So no matter how much information I can give you at a time, you still need to give yourself that leeway where you are digesting the information and then applying it. So you can't exactly take patience out of the equation. Nope. You can't take time out of life also. The same way we can't take gravity out of the equation. So yeah, you just have to know how to work with it. You just have to understand this concept. Yep. Because the moment you understand patience, that's the moment that you won't even feel like you have to rush and skip steps and what and what. Whatever will be in due time, eventually, because that's inevitable. If you water the plant, someday it will bloom and grow. Yep, that's just how it goes. So that's patience in a nutshell. It's not something that you understand if someone is talking and explaining about. It's a practical thing. It's something that you do. So yeah, that's the concept of patience in a nutshell. It's not exactly something that you explain and understand in words. You have to practice it and know how it works. It's not passivity. Um, Also, don't try and justify neglect by saying, well, I'm being patient. You have to be patient. Know the difference between the two. It's not the same. Uh-huh. So, yeah. Also, plant a tree, grow a plant or something. In doing that, you will realize, oh, actually, so this is how it works. So, in me waiting, I also need to apply myself. There's a lot of realization that comes with. In fact, I need to find that video and plug that clip along with this, like plug it on this video. I need to find it. I need to look for it now. 2020. Do I still have those videos? Okay. Anyways, for more coaching, DM me. And even in our coaching sessions, there will still be practicals that we do, because some things you don't understand them by me telling you and talking about it. You need to apply them and practice them. So most things in life are practical, because as much as we talk about spirituality, yes, it needs to make sense and be practical so that we live a beautiful physical life that we manifest in the spirit. Do you understand? The spirit doesn't begin and end with warfare. There is so much more after that. So I hope we are now past the warfare stage and we are now moving to building and cultivating and growing, because there's so much more in the spirit that we need to explore apart from warfare. The same way, yes, there was those World War 1 and 2 and 3. But now the life that we're living now is so beautiful compared to that, to compare to our history, right? There is so much more to explore in the spirit apart from warfare. So please, let's move right along and grow together and expand. Yeah. So I hope you guys have been patient with me through the warfare phase. It was necessary for what is coming next. So, yeah. Oh yes. The winds of change. Okay, guys. For more coaching, DM me so that we coach you on making your dreams come true. Cheers. And that tree is not going to tell you, please be patient with me, please be patient with me. It's just going to take its time to grow. And whether you water it 10 times a day and you look at it and wait there and see if it grows in a minute, it's not. It's simply not. And that's the beauty in nature. So same thing with prayer, you see? There's a process to it all. It doesn't matter if you pray 10 times about something that you want, or like you pray time and time ago, you pray loud, or there's a process to everything, and gardening will teach you that better than I can. Right? So after you pray, know that your prayer is answered. Ask and it's given. That's it. Then there's a gestation period to it all. There's a process to things becoming. And it's done.